Hey, good morning, Kingdom fam. How are you? Hope everything is well. Happy Sunday, you guys. God wanted me to tell you guys about what you might need to do. Hopefully everyone can accept this. So basically, I didn't have a dream. I kind of had more like a vision. So I'm driving, you guys. A vision of where basically this was probably 8 minutes before 4 a.m. And whenever that happens, that means it's either I'm being under spiritually attacked, or God is really trying to show me something. So it's how sometimes when you're awake and you're imagining something, it's that's what it was. And for me, it's I've seen it before, but God just wanted me to let you know, because so as I was saying, so God kept revealing this thing in my head over and over and over. And I'm asking God, I said, God, why? Why am I keep seeing this? I seen it once before and I kind of felt disgusted about it. So why am I keep seeing it? And I said, what? I said, do you want me to tell people about it? And he basically said, yes. And I said, is that why he kept when I say he kept showing it to me, it's when you see it, it's a memory, a flash memory. It's that's what kept happening. I'm oh my gosh. I said, okay. So basically, all right. So I remember, I think this was in the month of November. I was scrolling through IG Reels, and then I just came across this animal. I believe it was a cow or an ox or something, and it had things coming out. So it had something coming out of its rear end, and so what it was, I'm sorry if you're eating right now. So it was basically tapeworms that was coming out of its rear end as it was walking, and I'm why is this keep flashing memory, keep constantly being repetitive in my head? I said, it doesn't make no sense. So I believe, after when I asked God, and I'm well, God, I know I don't eat meat anymore for the past, I think 3.5, 4 years now. No matter as big as I look, I just stopped eating meat. It had nothing to do with health. That was just my decision, that I just decided to stop eating meat. And then I believe this is what God is trying to tell us all, to stop eating meat. So therefore, I think this is something that because if we don't do it, don't forget that, that there are certain foods that we do eat tend to have pesticides in them. And pesticides can create things inside of our body. And also, for example, create tapeworms out of our rear ends, which we would not want that. So I believe what God is trying to tell us is to start to stop eating meat, because there are things that they are feeding these animals, and then we would have to actually have to start watching exactly what we eat, because for me it's for me, I'm still fathomed by it, because it's okay, I know I don't eat meat, but it's why are you showing, it's not difficult to explain. So you guys, okay, so this is a brand new day. Good morning, happy Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. So, as I was saying, that we should start, how can I say this? I would kind of say do force yourself, because I know it's hard, because when I first decided not to eat meat, I was it was super hard for me, but it took me 3 months just to get over it. I really had to tell myself and force myself, no, don't eat meat. As good as it looked, oh my gosh, especially chicken. I loved chicken back in the day, but it's especially chicken, I'd be oh my gosh, looks so good. So I think it's time for us to start not starving ourselves, but just learning how to stick with fruits and vegetables, because that's what God did. So that is what God did create it in the beginning. He only wanted us to stick with fruits and vegetables, not really eating meat. But, when it came to sin, and we had to start thriving for ourselves. So, yeah, meat started to be included within our daily, I guess, meals or whatever. But on top of that, you guys, I've just noticed something that the Holy Spirit just told me about. The Holy Spirit told me, don't forget about the 2 cows that I showed you. Now, I believe this was in the month of October. God had showed me 2 healthy cows. Now, remember Joseph's dream? Well, not Joseph's dream, but Pharaoh's dream when he was trying to when Joseph was the only one was able to interpretate the dream. So my dream was like, it wasn't really like that, but it was two healthy cows. One was like a brown and a white color, and then they both fell.